if you are running Claude Code or Codex or any AI agent and you are running them one at a time, you are going 10 times slower than you need to be. In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can run multiple AI agents through your one terminal on your single screen, and this will elevate the progress which you can do. It will speed up your development, speed up your debugging or docs writing. You will see that in a minute. So in this video, we are going to explore the Herdr tool. And before we start, you need to install it. For that, you need to go to herdr.dev and copy the command, paste it into your terminal and have it installed. Once you install it, then we will quickly see some commands which are available in the Herdr tool. Because I have installed it in my WSL, so I need to check it into my WSL. And let's see Herdr session. And yes, you can list down the sessions which are currently running in the Herdr. So if you don't have any session currently going on, you will see maybe default or nothing over here. So let's run the command Herdr help and read all the commands which are available to us. So guys, this is very simple, very basic, like not basic, but far easier than Tmux. Because if you have seen the people, the DevOps engineers or the other seniors, the white coders, not the white coders, the actual engineers, they have been using Tmux to speed up the process. There are a lot of things which are missing in the Tmux, which are present in the Tmux. I have already covered that in my previous video. So in this video, we're just going to see more practical ways how we can engage with the Herdr tool. So these are the commands available: Herdr session, Herdr remote. You can create the new session from the command. You can update, you can stop, you can reload the config. You can see the workspaces available. Let's see. Let's do something. Create another session. Okay, so when you create the session, it don't have the create command. It has the attach, which creates your session, attach it and opens it for you. So we will create attach like a test workspace. So this is kind of a session which I'm saying like it act as a workspace. Let's just see if we don't have already with something test. Okay, very nice. We don't have anything with that name, so we got our workspace working over here. So quickly, I'll show you a few things which are the spaces and agents, and the other side which you see the no workspace there. So what it is in the spaces, in the normal standard way, you open one terminal, you navigate into your project, you do something, you open another terminal, you navigate into something else, and you do something. And this way you have multiple terminals running for you, which sometimes brain drain to identify what you was doing on this terminal and what you were supposed to do the next. So this is the place where I think this tool is the best. So in the spaces, you can create the new space. New space, basically space is the project. So I will click on new, and I can navigate to my development folder, and I'll make calculator, AI calculator app. Okay, so now I need to cd into that calculator. So you see I have the name changed in my spaces, which is AI calculator. So anytime you come here, you have the space available. Let's create another space, and you can cd development calories. Okay, so this is another workspace, and I'll explain you what this is in a moment. Let's do another thing, cd into development and kids learn app. Okay, so you know, see we have three spaces. One is AI calculator, other is calories, and third is kids learn app. So quickly before I move, this is the yellow color, the text color 107 is the number of commits which needs to push on the remote. So this was a work which I did from using the Herdr orchestration. You will learn how I was able to get this much work done on auto mode. So this is AI calculator, and let's run the Claude into AI calculator. So the moment I type Claude, you see there's one new agent item appear in our agent's sidebar. And this is the state of my agent, which I'm currently using in my AI calculator. So if I type anything, okay, for example, I say, okay, let's plan this AI calculator feature. Okay, not feature, project. We'll see how it goes. So it just picked up some skills which I have in my workspace, and we can give it a time, and let's come back what it brings up. Okay, so now we will open. Okay, before we move forward, you see there's a notification in the menu. Click. If you go to settings, you can go to toast and turn on the notifications. It will give you the notification if any of your agents are blocked, need your response, or they have finished the task and they are in the idle state. So you can check this natural language math, okay, what they want. Like this is the brainstorming session. So I can just simply say chat based, and let's move to the next. In the calories, I'll spin another Claude agent, and you can see that it immediately appeared over here. So over here, I want to learn, like this is, assume this is my first time coming to this project. So I'll can you please spin up some tab and instance and tell me if we have any code like that code well and this. So I'll just give one extra thing, use Herdr skill in auto. So this is interesting what I just wrote. I think this is the way I told my agent, my Claude, to use the Herdr orchestration. Now it will understand what I meant, spin up some tabs, instances. So you need to focus on the UI. Like currently we have single one tab, we can rename it main orchestrator. So this is our main Claude, which I usually name it. So you see there's another tab just opened. I didn't do anything. Everything is happening through my AI controller, the main orchestrator. So it is it named each panel, like this is API backend, this is mobile UI, this is shared config, this is mobile state. So everything which is going to be happening is through this orchestrator. I'll just give one command, and next all the prompt optimization and the next prompt and the execution and the follow-ups, everything which will be going through this orchestrator. And you can see I have used this Opus model over here. I need something, some intelligent model to orchestrate the complete workflow. And I can see it is also using Opus over here, but I always say use Sonnet model because Sonnet is cheaper. It lets you save the tokens, and also the other benefit you can get from here. For example, if you run one instance of your terminal, so if you run your single terminal, which is having the Opus Claude running, and it is using your 1 million context window, so you do everything there. It streams the multiple agents into your same window, and it quickly fills up your context window. This is something which is a very good benefit of using Herdr. So every new agent have their own context window. Once they finish the work, they will report back to, they won't report, this agent will check that into, you can see I'll check back at 5 minutes, and this agent will go and check what's going on into those agents. So this is something really game changer move for me, because I was able to orchestrate the workflow, and it worked for me non-stop 3 to 4 hours active development without asking me anything. So you see the first terminal which we ran, it is still waiting for our commands. This is good. You need to respond them, because on the early brainstorming, it is something which takes your personal input, and this is something which you should never skip. But for the sake of demonstration, I will clear everything, and I will spin up another orchestration workflow. Let's name it orchestrator. You can name anything. And okay, I want to build calculator AI app. I have no idea what should I do. So I want you to orchestrate and use Herdr skills and create multiple tabs and instances. Also, make sure you use Sonnet model. Please orchestrate complete app website development on start till end without my interruption. Also, use auto handle mode. So now earlier you saw that when I gave the command I need something, it was asking me the question, which is good. Normally we need those kind of brainstorming and questions we need to give them the input so that we know what we are building is exactly what we are thinking. So for now, for the demonstration purpose, you can see I just handed everything to the orchestrator, and this is just a use case, one of the scenario which I'm just trying to demo you. So now it will just go crazy. It will spin every agent on his own. It will orchestrate the complete workflow, and it will go back and forth, answer the questions, what they need to develop. Okay, I just saw that it is using 15 minutes. Okay, let's ignore that for now because it's just a demo. I'll also, okay, you can see it started adding the items into the list. I just need to send, okay, I think it just picked up. I thought it might start working on each item in the main orchestrator. I need the new tabs where it should work. So you can see this is the calories where you can see all the agents which were working, they are stopped, and you can see without saying anything, my main orchestrator is doing something, or it is just taking the state and merging the branches, and whatever the code spells were found, it just auto told them to fix it. So if you remember, on the beginning of the video there were 107 commits. Now we have more commits in it. Let's just see quickly. Get status. You can see 114 commits. One. So you can see these are the new branches of the work trees which are merged into our code base, into our commits. So this is what is just got shipped. I surely need to audit this, like what we are shipping. But in case you are like me, you are trusting AI for everything, and it is really building something out of your trust. So you can go until it is not the production scenario. So this is just a test case. So I need to see why it is just still idle. Maybe it is building the project first over here, and then it will just span out the commands to other agents. So meanwhile it is working. Let's demo one thing. I can create a new tab, and I can close this. I don't need to worry. I have closed the terminal. So the point, okay, what the heck? What I have just did, there was a complete heavy lifting work going on, and why the hell I just closed that? So there's a nice thing which if you have used Tmux, you would have known. In Tmux you have sessions, and in this earlier I showed you there were multiple sessions running. So you can simply go back and say session, and you will find the new session which wasn't there, the test session. So you can just go back to that session, and you will find everything there running. So there's nothing lost. This is the plus point. This is the point which I think one of the best thing for Tmux and Herdr had. They have the sessions which keep on working even if your laptop is closed until this is not on your machine. Honestly, some developers, what they do, they set up the VPS, they set up the complete Tmux or Herdr on their VPS, and they orchestrate the complete workflow on the VPS using the SSH. And when they go off, VPS keeps on working, and your SS or your Herdr orchestration never stops. So let's check out one of the sessions and see was it really working, or it is still stuck on the state where we just left. So Herdr, to use specific session, if you're coming first time, you can simply type Herdr and it will just take you to the default session. But if you are not using single session and you have multiple sessions, then you need to type this way: Herdr session attach test. So it will pick the test session, and you can see earlier the command which was working, now it is on idle state, And you can see the other tab which we had, the agents, they were idle earlier at the beginning. Now they have very personalized developed prompt for them for each feature. For example, this is UI, this is AI, this is test, this is API. So everything is working. You can see it is using Sonnet, so nothing to worry. So if I go back to my calories calculator, you can see it completed the task. What was the outcome? So there was 18 priority 0 items, 32 priority 1, 38 priority 2 items, and priority 0 critical fixed first. And this I need to see if these are fixed or not. Okay, so it is giving me fixed order. I haven't given the autonomous command to never ask me back to the follow-ups. Let's do that now. As per your recommendation, I will suggest set up a loop and spin more agents using Sonnet model and text top to bottom all the issues and report back. Then so now you need to monitor, like we have 114 commits over here. So I just gave a command, you can read it, like I just simply ask this agent to orchestrate the further follow-up fixes for all the issues. Now it is just because this was my dummy project, like the demo project. So I just worked on it today. I haven't seen its UI, how it looks like. But through the audit which just took place within like the 20 minutes of the video, and we found too much stuff to be done. So this is the craziest part, like you can just set it in auto mode and go kill whatever you need to do. So I will go back and see what's the state. So you see all agents are done except one, and I need to see if it has set up the loop to auto check. So it is saying next wake up is at 3:15, like it has set the longer wake up, but I'll say like check the status. I can manually say that, and agent will know what I meant by that. So we just went back to all the panes, and it will understand findings and proceed with the bug. So on the other hand, the calories calculator is working, preparing the waves, and it will dispatch them once complete orchestration or the wave planning is done. So the good thing is that you don't have to manually write the prompts. You don't need to remember what you need to pass on this terminal or do this. You just need to orchestrate or use a single terminal to control the other terminals. So let's just close this. Oops, not this one. Okay, for closing, I think you need to do Control-Shift-B, and then there is I don't know about that. We'll learn it later. Let's close the window. I was aware of it, but I just lost it in my mind. Okay, we are here in the WSL again. Now I will just simply type the Herdr command. I won't attach any session. Let's see what it just opens. Okay, nice. You see it open another session which contains another list of my own spaces, my own projects which I'm working on, and all the work is done. So this is just a presentation. You can see I prepared it, but I'm just going it on my own. Let's navigate to WSL again and run the command Herdr, and without typing any session name, and let's see what it just runs for us. Because I mentioned you guys, when you don't give the session name, it will run the default one. So this is my default session which was working behind the scene. So everything, I just came back, it is telling me, okay, how many commits we have, how many commits this specific orchestrator done for me, and I just need to now give the answer to open PR. Okay, now you will see the number of commits being raised in the PR. I'll show you the PR link. So guys, this is the power, how you can orchestrate your workflow, how you can work using Herdr AI, Herdr terminals. This is really game changer for me. I have been working with multiple Claude Codex Copilot agents, and I can understand, I can like feel the pain, how it started and how it is easing out nowadays. So this is just like if you want to go in the auto mode, this is the way. And if you are someone like me who don't like the auto mode and he wants to go on each commit and verify what the work is being shipped, then you can still use this autonomous mode and monitor it closely. Otherwise, like there's no harm if you review it correctly. So let's see how many changes. Okay, you can see there are 3,000, 4,000 changes, commits, and everything documented. Okay, mostly I think these are the audit fixes which I just requested because I was auditing my project, and we'll attach this. Oh, not this one, man. It will just be I don't get this. Okay. So we learned you can press Control B and Q, it will just log you out. So what was it? Okay, nice. You can see there were 114 commits are increased, work is happening. In the other system, you can see all the agents stop working. Okay, so 3 or 4 finish UI is the long poll. Can you run the project? I want to see. Yeah, I will understand that. So this is one session, this is another session. You can feel the power. Like honestly, for me, it was very crazy experience when you are having more than 10 terminals open and you are spreading them on the multiple screens, 4 there, and then you are just itching your head. Okay, in that terminal, what I had to do, what was meant for that terminal. So that kind of scary experience, I'm just out of it. Alhamdulillah, just because of this Herdr tool. Thank you so much. Shout out to those who are building this, and I will really appreciate if you guys also, if you love to use it, and if you use it and you like it, go and support the developers who are actively developing it. In the next 15, only pain point for me is that it takes too much time to build. Let's see how much time it requires. I'll pause it for you guys. So finally, guys, here is the UI. You can see I didn't set anything. What you need to do, everything is happening. Explain 896 plus 68, and I didn't thought of that. Like I will build something I didn't have the idea of building something like this. So I can simply click. I can click on this. Nice. Oh, very nice. I don't have API. I hope it can break it up. Okay, nice. So this is the sci-fi scientific calculator. You can select, cause, and do all the arithmetic calculation. Honestly, I never use that, so I'm not sure how to use it. So once you complete your equation, you go there and click explain and send it to the AI. I think this can be the good use case for public. I can unleash it. If you guys just comment if you want, I can publish it somewhere. Okay guys, the purpose of the video was to explain the benefit of using Herdr AI, Herdr terminal Remux multiplexer. I built the presentation for you guys, but I just went directly because I'm very bad with that. So you learn the workspaces, you learn the tabs, you learn the pens in each tab, and these are the commands which you can use. Just 7 commands to use it. And the bench status system, you just saw the notification, all the agents on the sidebar, they're actively giving you the update about your agents. So 4 agents, this is you practically seen that already. So Git Worktree, one thing which I would like to highlight, always prefer to use Worktree. This is a good thing. I just came up with this. Just let's go back. So you see, when I asked Orchestrator to use the orchestration and build something for me, and in the new tab, you might have noticed like there is something different for like directory is different for all the agents. The only reason for that I'm using the Worktree, because I have mentioned in my skills to always use Worktrees and combine the Worktrees once all the agents complete the work. So there is a less chance of the conflict. This was a very important point. I think I was about to miss it. Thank you so much. The slides. Okay. So next thing is the orchestration loop. You can set the loop for your ask AI to do this thing and set the bash command for yourself to remind you every 5 minutes. So guys, this is all. I think there's a lot you can do more with this tool, and I might not have covered everything, but I think for me this is sufficient. And I just created this video in English so that it can be reached to the wider audience, because I don't see many videos around it. So good luck to you guys. And this is our 8th today, and this is 3 a.m. I hope you will like it, and please do comment if you want me to create more videos for you for the stuff which is helpful for the agentic development. And we are the engineers using AI to develop. We are not vibe coders. Vibe coders are those who have no idea what they're doing. Vibing means knows nothing what they're like doing. So if you're an engineer and you're orchestrating your workflow in this manner, you're not just vibe coding, you are nailing it, man. You're actually doing the actual development. So don't get pissed with the terms, this is the vibe code stuff. No, this is actual development you're doing. Thank you so much, guys. See you in the next video. Would love to connect back. Just comment your thoughts. Let me know what you want to see and what pattern you want me to adopt for the next videos. This is my first time experience. I'm just going all these things, and I would like to share my experience of whole decade with all newbies, some mid-level engineers. So this is me, Hanzala. We'll see you in another video.